And you're gonna wait to ban me off nothing. You're gonna favor the guy that's done nothing for your community, right? Justice has done nothing for Chicagoland. He hasn't even stepped into the region and represented. I've been repping at majors. That's right. I've been repping at all the majors this year. Now you're gonna try to ban me off, but I went to everything that I could. I went to Genesis, I went to Pound, I went to SmashCon, I went to Shine. You can talk about all the events I went to, and what you're gonna get is a Chicago TO trying to desperately get rid of me and favoring the wrong guy in the situation. What I would have done if I was running Chicagoland Melee, or if I was in charge of Riptide, I would have actually wrote it as a misunderstanding, and I would have definitely said, look, you gotta take the club down, and once you take the club down, then I want you to meet up with the guy, and you're gonna just squash this right now, right? Just squash it right now, and that's it. But instead, they just like try to pin it all on me like that and run with it. They didn't even like give me the chance to go back into the venue. They didn't even give me the chance to like really fix it. They just said, you know what, you're out, too bad. And they left it up to the guy that was offended, apparently, even though he's not running the event. They left it up to him to punish me. They literally, like the tournament organizer of Riptide said, you know what, you gotta work it out with him. And it's like, what? Like, you're literally the guy in charge. You literally could have summoned me into the venue, shake the guy's hand, take the clip down, everything. If the guy was a man about it, he would have just gotten me to go in the venue and just squash the beef like that. And it would have been, settled. You wouldn't have had this bullshit controversy. You wouldn't have had anything more to that story. But after that, I made a video, right? And then Chicagoland, as a region, said, you know what, you're banned indefinitely. That was their decision, right? So they were gonna ban me off the whole thing, and they didn't even do anything to the other guy who was calling me a short mutt, by the way. So apparently that guy's a superhero. That guy's some kind of like savior. That guy's some kind of martyr for calling me a short mutt. But then I'm over here getting punished, losing money. I'm over here getting slandered in every way possible, getting made fun of. Look, man, like, I'm not a bad guy. And also, I was at Big House, dude. I was at Big House. I literally was there and no one said shit, dude. So how you gonna act like I'm this horrible threat when I was at Big House and nobody said anything? It works against them to have this hole there where, like, I'm such a horrible guy, but you're gonna allow me at this super major, right? I'm such a horrible guy that I'm allowed to be at a super major, because apparently that's the narrative. That's what they're going with. I never did it intentionally, though. I don't care if anyone says I'm lying. I'm just telling you that I didn't. And that's the part where people need to forgive that. People need to learn how to just forgive that aspect right there. At least hear me out in that approach to it. What if I am telling the truth here? What if I really am telling the truth? It really somehow was just an accident because I was just laughing and I was just saying, oh yeah, the guy ain't shit at the game. And it happened to be there in the background because it was in every hotel room. And I shot it that way because it was funny, because it was a tradition, It wasn't because, oh, like, let's compare his race to the animal. Of course not, dude. Plus, when have I done anything racist on my stream? Or on my YouTube channel? When have I done anything to suggest such a thing? Right? Where is this coming from? So I really want the community to understand that there was not a track record of me ever using slurs. Like, it wasn't in my language. It wasn't in my nature. People just got rid of me because they wanted to. They were saying, you know what, we're tired of this guy, so let's just get rid of him now. Let's use this one little small thing and get rid of him. And the Apex TO, I try to talk it out with him. I actually try to be civil and talk it out with him. And he didn't really care. He was just like, you know what, I find it offensive. I don't care, dude. Like, he was just like not wanting to have it. And then he starts bringing up the Chicago ban. He's like, well, actually, you need to get unbanned from Chicago. You should deal with that first. Okay, I'm gonna deal with the ban they pinned on me from the same event where it happened. Right? Because Chicago Line Melee is the group that banned me right after the same event they ran. Because they did run Riptide officially. You know? If you look at the track record of it, the guy who was co-running it, unsure, was the same guy who ran Chicago Line Melee. And that's not a coincidence, so he could try to act like he had nothing to do with the ban, but he's just lying about it. And he was lying about stats and stuff before that. But the point is, he knows that it was easier to just pin everything on me and get rid of me to save his own ass, and that's what he did. But I was important. I was a good player ready for the region. I had just gotten top 24 at a major prior to that event. And then they're gonna use little petty excuses. Like, these little bans that I have are minor, by the way. I'm not nationally banned. I'm not globally banned. Look me up on Smash Wiki. Look me up on Liquidpedia. I'm not even banned from anything, like, on a major level. So, they're trying to use small-time offenses, really, and say that I'm not allowed in anything anymore, including the online events, including TMT, apparently, Salt Mine, and probably ECF. So I haven't tried to sign up because I already know how they're gonna act, and I've already gotten confirmation that I'm not allowed, at least in Salt Mine and TMT. My own region favored him over me, and I lost money. And I was one of the best players in Illinois, so I think it's a big loss to try to ban me off. But you know, I'm not the one running Chicago, but I am popular. So one could argue I am, you know? I'm not in charge of the tournaments, but I'm kind of popular, so am I running Chicago? Maybe I am. I'm not the only player from Chicago, but am I running it? Well, partially. Just because I'm banned from the region doesn't mean I don't have the popularity. So they need to consider that I'm actually really relevant and they can't get rid of me. They're trying to, though. They're really trying to. I don't agree with what they're doing, though. Once you slander somebody's image, there's no apologizing after. You've decided to declare war. You've decided to make it a chaotic situation. So the best thing to do is just let it die down. The best thing to do is just tell the community to stop overreacting to these things. And, you know, because if you give them what they want and you do apologize, they're just going to get sensitive over another new thing and then demand an apology again and then keep doing the same shit over and over. And it's going to get over lesser things over time, right? They're going to get offended over lesser things than that. Because if they can cry about a gorilla meme, they'll cry about something smaller than that next time. So stop giving them what they want then. Stop giving in and apologizing, because if you give them what they want, then they're going to just abuse that and, you know, get away with more then. And that's how they are. I have a reason to say that they should allow me to play, and if by chance I do something that's really foul, then, you know, then decide that you can ban me. That's fine. But if you're going to take away the right for me to play before the fact, well, I mean, is this about something else? Can't I just pull the race card then? Say, oh, you're discriminating against Hispanics. You got a problem with Mexicans then. Because why aren't you letting me play then? Can't I just pull the race card out then? Because what's the problem here? Why can't I play then? You know? Why can't I just play in a tournament? There's something going on, dude. You know? There's something going on. It's just some little circle. They want to gossip and they want to rig things in the shadows and say, oh, no, like, let's get rid of him. He's not, you know, worthy of playing anymore. He doesn't deserve to play anymore.